it's Christy here, and I'm back again today with another Project Life Process video. This one marks my second to last layout for my first half of 2016, and I'm so excited that I am almost done. I just have one more layout to do after this, and then I want to go to my office supply store and find some like tabs or something to put on the inserts that I have, and then I'll be pretty much done and hopefully back next week with a layout share and also an album share. Sorry, not a layout share, a process video and an album share. But yeah, and then I'll be ready to tackle the second half of 2016 and I'll be feeling good. So yes, thanks everyone for all your lovely comments and support along the way. It really motivates me to keep going. All right, so we're here, and this is from June. The dates I believe are June 6th to the 12th, and quite a mishmash of colors happening for this week's layout. There's this 3x4 card there underneath the Instax photo that have all the colors that are included in this layout. And so I picked a bunch of cards, and I actually swapped out two of the cards before turning on my camera. So the cards that I changed is that yellow one in the top left, which is actually just a piece of pattern paper from the Sunshine and Happiness paper pad, and then this pink one in the bottom right that says read between the lines is from Ali Edwards' story kit, and I just subscribed to her when she had that promo for the free, or sorry, not a free, but the subscribe for a $5 kit, and I got the read kit, and then I also got the believe kit after that. But I've since canceled my subscription because I just wasn't using the product, and I don't really use her story kit in the way that it's intended. I love the chipboard that's included in the kit, and so I'm going to make it a point to use a lot of that in this layout. So I had this 4x6 photo in the bottom left hand corner, and this week in this layout is my last week of work and saying goodbye to my school and my staff and all my students. And so the school that I worked at and taught at was actually the longest school that I've been at. The longest school. The school that I've taught at the longest in my career, and so I thought it'd be really cool to get all my students together that I've taught for the last 5 years into a photo, and it was quite the feat to get them all in there, and I actually had to set the timer on my camera because no one else was around to be able to take the photo, and in doing that it's not the best photo, and half of the photo is like of the ceiling, so I just chopped off the top half of that photo and layered it onto some pattern paper that's from the Studio Calico print shop paper pad, I believe. And I really like the way that looks, especially with that chipboard piece. And I think it just brings in some more orange to the layout as well. And then I'm using some of these florals that are from the On Trend 2 ephemera pack. And have lots of the colors that I'm using. So lots of the oranges and the pinks and a little bit of green as well. And I'm just using some red alphas from Studio Calico. They're kind of a puffy sticker kind of an alpha, and they're a really deep red. I'm not quite sure which documenter kit they came in, but I thought they tied in nicely with that A Thing of Beauty card and the red in there. And so I just used some alphas, green alphas here on the card that I'm working on now, and those came in an Ali Edwards kit along with the chipboard piece. And so yeah, just trying to use up the bits and pieces from that kit in the way that I would use them, right? Like If I did more traditional 12 by 12 layouts, or even 9 by 12 or 8.5 by 11 scrapbook layouts, I would have a easier chance of using those items, I guess, and telling the story. But I don't really use, I don't really journal in that way, I guess. So yeah, which is too bad. I would love to, but I just think time is kind of a factor. Oh goodness. Alright, so just adding some chipboard pieces, and I have these asterisks from Studio Calico, and I'd really like to use up that sheet, and I get pretty close. So I add some of those to my title card and then to that thing of beauty card. And now I'm just adding my date stamps. Um, so let's see. Three of the photos, those three photos on the left half of the layout, are from my school, and just documenting my last few days at work. And then the two other photos are of Nora out in the yard, playing with some water and things, and the water was like freezing cold, so she didn't get into the little baby pool, but she did splash around, and her face in that one photo is just priceless, so had to include that. So pretty simple, not a lot of embellishing. I did add some labels from October afternoon, but nothing too major. I think I've been keeping it pretty simple just to catch up, and hopefully once I'm caught up, especially in my second half album, I'll be able to tell a little bit more of a story in the journaling and that sort of thing. But there's some weeks here that I don't mind not telling a lot of the story. A lot of it kind of speaks for itself, or is like kind of more everyday life stuff. So, yeah. Alright, so this card that has the pizza on it is from Studio Calico, and on my very last day at school, I went a little crazy, and we ordered pizza, and we had ice cream sundaes, and we watched Zootopia, and I just wanted to leave with like a bang, right? Like make sure they know how awesome I am. So, um, so yeah, I thought that I would use this pizza card, and I know that one of my lovely viewers, Lynn, is gonna make a comment about me being on a roll in using this themed stuff, because I used Ferris wheels and circus paper and just all kinds of stuff, giraffes and all kinds of things, and now I'm using pizza. That's right. I don't know. Maybe I'm just super organized. I'm able to find my stuff easier now that my desk is clean. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with myself. Alright, so I'm on this bottom right hand corner card, and I went to see the movie Me Before You, which is amazing. And if you haven't seen it or read the book, you need to. It's so good. The book is so good. The movie is so good. Not very often that a movie matches the book, but this one did, and oh, it's just so good. I laughed, I cried. I just cannot wait to see it again. It will definitely be one that I purchase. So that card there with the movie poster, I do not like the way it looks. I don't like the way it looks, and it changes, and yeah. I wanted to bring some green in, and that's why I chose that journaling card with the heart, but I don't like how much of the 4x6 card that it covers, because a lot of the colors are in that card, and so I end up ripping up some of it as well, and that card looks totally different at the end. But yeah. Added another October afternoon label and some more red alphas to that picture of a cake. My lovely coworkers bought me an ice cream cake because they know how much I love ice cream. So not only did I have pizza, ice cream sundaes, but I also had ice cream cake on that day. And hey, I'm pregnant, or was pregnant, so why not? I brought in another floral from the On Trend collection in that top photo of my husband and daughter reading, and put two more chipboard pieces from the Read Story Kit on there. Added some more asterisks to that card there that says "See you later, alligator." which I picked that card. That card's probably the card I picked originally as my color inspiration, because my school, the mascot is an alligator, and we just had some t-shirts made that said "See you later, alligator." So I thought that was pretty fitting, also because I'm leaving the school, so yeah. Alright, added some more orange paper and a label to that photo of my husband playing baseball, just to bring in some more orange to this side of the layout. And here I am now changing up this card. So I just ripped it off and flipped over. That's the awesome thing about Gossamer Blue cards, is that they're the same on both sides, just different orientation. So it had a bit of a speech bubble. I'm not a big fan of speech bubbles, so I wanted to cover up that part. But I liked the white space that it was offering, so I leave a little of the white space showing. I wanted to bring in that yellow still, just to tie in the yellow from the opposite side. And then I put this chipboard back on that I'm pretty sure it says like, "Yep, that was awesome," or "Totally awesome," or something like that. And then bring in this chipboard piece that says "Believe," mostly just because I liked the orange. And now I'm using these alphas again just to spell out "in love." So "Believe in love." Pretty cheesy, but it matches the movie. So yeah. And that's going to be pretty much it for that card. I really like the way it turns out. It doesn't have the journaling that it did before, but I don't really think it was that important. I was just kind of talking about how impressed I was that the book was as good as, or sorry, the movie was as good as the book. So yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!